Alright everyone, once again, we are back with Plants vs Zombies. Now, I'm just gonna do a bit of caretaking of the Zen Garden, because admittedly, I have got quite a few thirsty plants. And hopefully Snaily can help me out at least a little bit in collecting all of these coins. But how are you guys doing? I'm feeling pumped tonight. Feel good. I still need to do a workout, but besides that, I've done pretty much everything I need to do for the day. And I think I want to design a board game. That's right. Not necessarily an official board game, unless I really like it. But yeah, I want to see how I go at designing a board game and then potentially implementing it onto a real board. I want to see how well I'll do. I want to see if it turns out exactly as I want it. And just in general, I want to see if I can do it. You know? I'd like to set myself one final task before I have to head back to uni. And I think this will be it. So yeah. If you do, if any of you guys do have any cool ideas for board games that you want to see implemented, please let me know. Because I am very interested and very willing to listen to other people's ideas about board game design and development. So do let me know if you have any interesting ideas you'd like to see implemented. I'll implement them and I'll let you know how they go in the finished design. Ooh, we have a backwards jalapeno. Very interesting. So now, your full size, your full size, your full size, and now we've got a full array of lovely custom plants. Now the reason I don't sell my custom plants is because I kind of like to keep them as a collection. I know they sell for a lot. 8,000 for a chomper, and 8,000 for a cactus, and these two would sell for even more if I had their environments and grew them up in them properly. But I do not just yet. I forgot to buy that last guy because I couldn't afford it. Now, we do need to buy those, but they cost 30,000, which is quite a lot of money that we do not have. So, I guess for now we'll just save up. Alright, on to the final two minigames, Pogo Party and Dr. Zomboss's Revenge. Alright, if Pogo Party is as annoying as I remember, which I think it is, we are going to need quite a bit of hard removal. And definitely tall nuts. Okay, so hard removal. I don't believe this works. I think they just jump over it. Hard removal. Can a chomper eat? I think so, if he's been bashed into a tall nut, sorry. Do we magnet shroom this at all? If we magnet shroom it, then we could be Gucci. We'll see, we'll see. But yeah, I think this is it. No, we have no offensive plants. We need something offensive, at the very least. Because otherwise we literally just have to use hard removal, which is impossible. Well, it's not impossible, but improbable. We'll go with that. Let's see. Cherry Bomb's useful, Jalapeno's useful. What's their recharge rate? Hold up. Are they both slow? Very slow, very slow. Okay, so it doesn't make a difference. Jalapeno's cheaper, but Cherry Bomb can be more effective in most cases, so we'll go over that and then just put in kernel pods to slow down the enemies, because there's no bungee jumpers. So we just hope for the best. We definitely need to act fast though. 100%. That's a good start for acting fast. Alright, we're going to try and set up 2 rows of sunflowers. If that does not work in time, we will have to stick with just one, but that should be fine. I believe the first few zombies will just be regular zombies. I think. Don't know this for a fact, but I am hoping that that is the case. Considering how long they're giving me, like time-wise, to yeah, I just thought in my mind, screw the single row of sunflowers. No, screw the double row of sunflowers, because it's not going to build enough in time. We do need to start on a second row as well. A new row of pots. Okay, this is fine. We'll get another sun. Okay, that does nothing to him at all. I should have chosen cabbage poults in that case. Should I just restart? We'll see how we go. We do this. Put a sunflower in his way for now. Come on, come on, come on! Ugh. Okay, that's fine. It's just sucky because our only real defense is the kernel pods, which is not great. But this magnet shroom is tanking like a boss, which I absolutely adore. And these guys are pretty weak on their own. It's just their initial burst of speed that's a pain to deal with. Get slammed on. Might not have been the best idea to do that immediately, but no, what we need to do is this. This way I can feel a bit more safe and delay the inevitable indefinitely. Nah, but I do need to get at least a kernel pult in every single row. It's not great defense, but it's something. Okay, we got that covered with a squash. Yes, we do. Okay, so here's the general idea is a row of magnet shrooms here, a row of tall nuts here, and then 2 rows of kernel pulp in the background. Come on. Okay, magnet shrooms but up and running again. That's good, that's good. Come on, one more sun, one more sun, one more sun. Thank you. Okay. Admittedly, this is probably the slowest way you could do this entire game mode. But slow doesn't matter if it works. That's my official motto. You can quote me on that. Okay, yeah, he's unaffected right now, but there we go. Now he's ready to take on the world. We just need one more sun. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, plant it. Ooh, that was just in time. He had enough time in between from when the squash actually jumped to take out the rest of the pot, which was quite amazing. Come on, one more. Not in time. Oh no. That's fine though. We do have a squash. We just have to rebuild that. And the more tall nuts that we get, the easier this will become. So, wait, can he reach that? He can't reach that, can he? But he will just get stopped by the tall nut anyway, so. Okay. The idea of the magnet shrooms, I guess, is just to slow them down before they even get to the tall nut. So they can take a bit more of a beating before actually getting stopped. But yeah, how have you guys been doing? I've been doing alright. Not horrible, not amazing, but I think I'm up. I'm up. You know how when people go out and gamble, they like spend $500 and then they end up with $600 at the end of the night? But like, in that meantime, they've lost their $500 almost completely, gone into pocket change, and then managed to pull out an amazing win streak. That's kind of how I'm feeling at the moment. You know, like, at the end of the day, I'm up $100, but damn, I went through a roller coaster of emotions. Okay, so we're admittedly handling this pretty well. I think now is the time to start stacking up our double rows of kernel pulse. Admittedly, probably the worst defense in the world, but you know, it's just how I do things. Sometimes I feel like there's always a better way for me to do something, but I just completely ignore it, or like I don't think about it, and just think, you know, it would be dumb, and then roll with that. And hence, this strategy. Now, if you want to handle every single minigame in Plants vs. Zombies 1 in the most difficult way possible for yourself or for others, then please invite them to try it like this. It's not impossible, as you can see. I'm definitely getting set up for a win here, but it's certainly dumb, to say the least. Admittedly though, magnet shrooms and coffee beans, the best shout you could ever get. Like, I know coffee beans make it a pain to use magnet shrooms on daytime levels, but it's honestly probably the best shot you got at this. Because I remember struggling with this a little bit, and not being able to finish it, just because Pogo zombies are complete butts, and tall nuts alone don't recharge fast enough for you to actually stop them all. But yeah, honestly, two of my favourite things in this game, magnet shrooms and hard removal. Who needs a real defense when you have magnet shrooms and hard removal, honestly? Okay, that tall nut's actually looking not so great. So, we just put another one on top of it. That is the power of our, what was it called? First aid or something in the, in Dave's shop, Crazy Dave's shop. It was something like walnut first aid or tall nut first aid or nut first aid, but basically you can plant a fresh tall nut over a damaged tall nut instead of having to dig it up and replace it. Which, I mean, in essence, you're losing money, because, you know, they're not eating all the way through it and you're just replacing it, but, you know, if there's a big enough threat, you can, in fact, just replace it. And then boom, suddenly your defense looks amazing, when it's completely trash. Alright, well, where was that, huh? Where were you aiming? What were you trying to do there, Colonel Pole? He shot like over here when the Pogo zombie was here. Alright, well, this should be a breeze. And admittedly, it's not as hectic as I originally thought it might be. So I haven't played this minigame for a while, but I was thinking like an entire row of Pogo zombies. Maybe that's the last wave, but yeah, honestly not that bad. Okay, we just need to be wary of groups like this. When they start to stack up, it becomes difficult for your kernel pots to target just one of them, and then it might spread the damage between two or more, which can be difficult to deal with if it's evenly spread, because it means that both zombies will last longer in being able to eat your plants. So yeah, if you're planning on doing this a very difficult way, kernel pulse, magnet shrooms, tall nuts. Honestly, I should also buy that last seed slot upgrade in Dave's shop, but haven't got around to it, and I definitely can't do it now because I'm poor. Well, I'm not too poor, I'm like 9 grand, was it? 5 grand? 9 grand? Around that mark. But, yes. I suppose it'll have to wait. And I guess I could show you guys my, like, I guess it's not exactly a complex build, but my alteration of the last stand guaranteed strat to show you guys how to make a lot of money. But, you know, that'll come after these mini games, the puzzles, the survivals, all that. It'll just be like random tips and tricks and whatnot. I don't even know if I should do it, to be quite honest. Because not many people are grinding Plants vs Zombies as hard as they were when it actually came out these days. So, you know. And Plants vs Zombies 2 is just meh. Like, I can understand if you really enjoy extraordinarily tough levels, like tough to the point where if you don't have infinite plant food on one of your plants, thanks to your Zen Garden, or pay to win, or just auto level your plants all the way to 10 with money, I don't know how you're gonna actually do those properly, because some levels are just complete BS. They'll launch Gargantuas at you first wave. They don't care. They don't care that you've only got 3 sunflowers up at the time. They're gonna do it. And yeah, it sounds like complete BS because it is. But it happens. Don't know how they got away with it, but it happens. Anyway. Seems like we're just about to finish the level. Maybe I'll replace this back row now with Kernel Pulse just to speed things up a bit more, because Kernel Pulse have a really nice recharge rate, unlike some of the other plants that we've got going on this list. Replace you, because we have the money to do so. Okay, those were not shown in the little before the zombie attack screen. So, I blame you, game. But, essentially, this is what hard removal's for. Getting rid of your problems as quickly as possible. And once these guys all stack up, come on, there we go, Squash turns into an amazing hard removal, and there's Pogo Party completed. Hey, 11 grand, okay, not too bad. Right, keep on collecting those trophies. Now, on to the final fight, Dr. Zomboss's Revenge. Essentially, it's just the final fight again. You just have to verse Dr. Zomboss. I don't know if anything changes. I've never felt like anything's changed. Maybe what he drops is a bit more difficult to deal with, but honestly, I don't think that's the case. I think it's just still quite easy. Well, I mean, I don't mean to be rude to Dr. Zomboss, but he's not exactly difficult. Like, I feel like Bobsled Bonanza would put more strain on me in attempting to complete that. I must admit, the final fight music is just baller. I absolutely love it. Ooh, we could use a jalapeno. Okay, what's he doing? Where's he going? What's his eye color? His eye color is... Please be red. Red would be very nice. Ooh, it's blue. What a shame. Okay, but that can be worked with. Okay, come on, finish him off. Thank you. Alright. Back to smooth sailing. Ooh, bucket head. That is not very nice. Gonna need a melon pulp at least. Oh, another one. That is also not very nice. Wow, okay, you're just rude. Okay, well, he's already done a Icy Boy, so we can do... Oh, actually, we'll time it with this. Get down here, freeze. And now beat the crap out of everyone. Okay, he didn't freeze for some reason, which is a little annoying, but... Freeze again. So essentially, if you don't know how this boss fight works, if you didn't watch my playthrough of the main story, ice shrooms you use to freeze everything on the screen. It freezes the Zomboss as well, and to that effect, anybody that isn't currently aiming at a zombie, like one walking towards you that he's placed, will aim at Dr. Zomboss instead. If that doesn't work, we'll just jalapeno it. Oh, really? We didn't make it in time? That's annoying. Okay. I thought we had a bit more time. Like one more hop from the Pogo zombie or something. We'll just get rid of you, so that everybody can focus on Dr. Zomboss here. We'll freeze him in place, just to get that little bit of extra damage in. So essentially this is his... No, this isn't his health bar, this is our progress to beating him bar. So essentially it's his anti-health bar. So once this fills up, we've won, essentially. So Melon Pults do the most damage. And I don't remember if jalapenos actually damage him, but I'm sure they help. Throws these guys down to steal our stuff, which is fine. The only real issue is when he throws the truck. And if you don't know what I mean, you will know soon. He throws a truck, which is not very polite. Okay, that's fine. Does this actually hurt him? I can't tell still. Okay, so we'll freeze him in place. We do have a few of these ice shrooms to spare. So we wait until he starts moving again, and then we freeze him again. Okay, looks like he's going for a red ball here, so we will need an ice shroom to counter it, but that's fine, because we've got one in the backlogs. And we countered it almost immediately, so we can actually use this one too. There we go. That's a decent chunk of damage, almost halfway now. We're like 1/3. Now here's the thing, if you get flower pots real close to him, I think he stomps on them. But there's the truck. Yep, that's the painful part that you have to deal with. Got plenty of jalapenos, that's fine. We can hold off for quite some time. And rebuild up this row. Okay, that's a big guy. 2 jalapenos should do it. Very nice. You'll notice that I'm always trying to keep hold of at least 1 jalapeno and 1 ice shroom. Because if you don't keep hold of at least 1 of each, you won't be prepared for when Dr. Zomboss comes down and blows one of those stupid ball things at you. And that can be quite horrifying. Need to dig you up for sacrificial reasons. Okay, everybody stop what you're doing. Pogo zombie. You cheat. Don't do that. Okay. Admittedly, we don't have a jalapeno. If he drops a blue ball, we are... Oh no, never mind, we're good. We good, my guys. Why is no one attacking? Freeze! This music is always dang. Bing! We're gonna freeze you and then place more stuff. Because that's how we kill you, you dummy. Man, this music is dope. How can anyone not like this music? There's another truck. Thanks. That's why we save up our flower pots and a couple backup plants. Okay, actually that's going to be quite difficult for these guys to handle on their own. That's fine if he takes out the cabbage pulp, to be quite honest. That needs to go. Okay, I believe we have this handled fairly well. The only thing that could screw us is if this guy gets very far, but he will not. You get out of here. Okay, we've rebuilt all our flower pots. Ooh, there's some chocolate for Stinky. Stinky the snail. We saw what he could do with chocolate, either last episode or the episode before that. He's a very speedy boy when he wants to be. Before that, he's just lazy. Alright. I think this will be a big chunk of damage for us here. Okay, freeze him some more. We're getting a lot of jalapenos, which is good. Freeze him some more. Got another ice shroom. This is dope RNG. Freeze him some more. Where's he aiming that? Is that here? Pop that immediately. Oh wow, he actually still crushed the plant pot it was in. Alright. So I think next time he comes down we might have it. Everybody stop. We don't want any of those plants going right now, if we can help it. we couldn't help it. That was a complete waste. But it's fine, it's fine. We'll get over it. We have plenty of jalapenos to use, so we may as well throw them out there. Especially for these guys. Alright. Make sure he's officially down. Let's get to taking him out big time. But yeah, all you have to do to win this fight is make sure you have a solid amount of ice shrooms and jalapenos on you, so that you can mess this guy up big time when you need to. Oh, I just used that. Whoops. Yeah, that was dumb of me. Right as I was telling you guys what you should do for this fight, I just completely blanked. Didn't even notice that I spent all my ice shrooms. But that is fine. That is what rebuilding is all about, and I hadn't lost a lawnmower anyway. And of course you come in that row. Of course. Of course. But we should be fine. So I'm fairly certain we can end this here. Come on. There we go. Regardless of if I spend all of my ice shrooms again, I do believe we can end this here. No matter what. There it is. Alright. That is Dr. Zomboss's revenge. He tried once again to take us out the same way he did last time. And that was pathetic. Alright. We lost a couple lawnmowers out of pure stupidity, but, you know, I'd never lose. Alright. And there is all the minigames complete. Next episode we will be focusing on the puzzles, starting off with Vase Breaker and then going on to zombies, which is quite fun. Actually, you know what? Maybe we'll do one Vase Breaker, one zombie, or rather 2 of each, because they are quite short minigames, so to speak. So we'll do 2 Vase Breakers and 2 zombies from next PVZ video onwards. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned at least something about this, even if it was just my strategies are really dumb. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.